Hello friends, I'm back with another video. Today we will be learning science from grade 5, chapter 5, forces and magnetism. So, before starting to the topic, we will just look back upon few images. Oh, what is happening over here? An apple is falling down from a tree. Here, a boy is throwing ball and is falling down after some time. Here we can see that a bag and a cat, they are lying on a table. Here a boy is trying to push the object, and in another image a boy is trying to pull the object. So why all these things happening? Is there a magic behind it? No, dear students, it's a logic. There is a science, and we term the word as force. Force is defined as a push or pull of an object when it interacts with another object. It results in the change of the state of the object either from the rest or motion. Unit of a force is called Newton, and it's represented using symbol capital N. There is an instrument used to measure the forces, and it is termed as force meter. There are different types of forces. We will be learning over here. They are gravity, normal forces, and applied forces. As you saw in the previous image that the apple was falling down from a tree. Why it was happening? There was a gravitational force which was applied on the apple. So we can say that gravity is defined as the force which attracts or pulls all the objects towards the earth. It is the fundamental force of nature. Gravity works on both the objects which are at rest, that means they are not moving, they are in still position, and the objects which are in motion or the moving objects. Wow, what a beautiful picture! We can see that kids are playing in a garden. They are throwing ball up in the sky. Even the kids are jumping. So do you think that the kids and the ball will remain in the same position? That means they will float in the air? No, they will be back to the ground. So gravity makes the things fall. That means when you jump up in the air, you will always come back down. It keeps us from floating off into the space. Earth's gravity is what keeps us on the ground and not keep us floating. Normal forces. Normal force is nothing but a support force. It is made on an object that is in contact with another object. Normal force is a support force exerted upon an object that is in contact with another fixed or a stable object. We will be learning these terms by an example. We all can see that few things are lying on the table, like there is a beautiful flower vase, glasses, fork, spoon, dishes. Why they are not falling on the ground? That means gravity is not applicable to them? No, there is gravity, but there is also a normal force which is keeping them still on the another object that is stable. An everyday force that is felt when a surface pushes against an object that is placed on that surface. So friends, you have to think and answer the below question. So is normal force always equal to gravity? Think. Fine, let me give you the answer. Normal force on the object which is in the rest position on the flat surface is always equal to the gravitational force on that object, which means that the plate is attracted by the gravitational force, but the normal force is not making it fall down and it remains as it is on the table. So from this example, we can say that gravity is pulling down the object, whereas normal force is pushing up the object. So we can conclude that forces act in pairs and they act in opposite directions. Now we will study the diagrammatic representation of the forces. It is represented by an arrow. Longer and thicker the arrow, it means the force is strong. Thin and short arrow represents the force is weak. Now we will study another force, which is applied forces. Remember friends, in few slides back there was a boy who was pushing the object and another boy was pulling the object. So it was not the natural force, but the boy was applying the force. So we can define applied force as any force which is applied to an object or a person by another object or a person. Pushing and pulling of the object by the men in the below image. When we kick the ball in the playground, we are applying the force on the object, which is a ball, which results into the motion or the movement of the ball. Cricketer applying his strength or applying his force on the ball so that the cricketer hits a 6 or a 4. Now we will do a quick recap of what we have studied today. We learned about the definition of a force, what is the unit of the force, and which instrument is being used to measure the force. We also studied 3 different types of forces, which is gravity, normal force, and applied force. Basis this small video, I have prepared a quiz for you, and you can always give the answers in your comment section below. Force is measured in which unit? Dash is the measuring instrument of force. How the force is represented in a diagram. What does this arrow indicates about the force? What does the small thin arrow indicates about the force? Is normal force always equal to gravity? Yes or no? Explain the condition. So, friends, you can pause my video, take some time and try to answer them on your own. So, this will be a quick recap and revision for you also. Identify the forces in the below images. So, there are 6 different images and you have to write down about which forces which I have just made you studied. You have to identify them and write them in the comment section below. That's all from my end today. Thank you. Hope you like the video. Please share and subscribe. Have a good day. Bye bye.